Hi everyone, my name is Marita Ford and today I will be making Italian quesadillas. The first thing I'm going to do is wash my hands because you should always do that before starting. And because this recipe uses a lot of meats, I'm going to put on protective gloves so I do not have to wash my hands after every meat I cut up. So this recipe uses 3 different meats. It uses sliced pepperoni. I just use the pizza slices because it seems to be, they're already in circles, so they're really easy to just cut up. So what I'm going to do is just stack a bunch of these up. Also, this recipe, I don't have the exact amounts of the ingredients for it because it is a recipe that was on a site that my mom uses, a meal site, and the recipes change out. So I just do the amount that I think is good. So for these, I'm just going to start slicing. Very easy. And then just holding the pepperonis so they don't move around too much. And that's not going to cut anymore, so then I'm just going to cut the little strips that I made into slices, just like, oh yeah, I'm going to cut the strips, into little chunks, just like that. Then I am going to just add them to this nice clear glass bowl. I like this bowl because it has a lid that goes on top of it, so it's easy to just store in the fridge unless you make it for like a meal for your whole family. I always have leftovers, so I'm just going to do a few more slices. And again, I'm just going to cut them first into strips so they look like this. I'm going to do that once more. And then again, just cut them into little chunks. And then the other 2 meats that this recipe calls for is sliced ham, well, just ham, and salami. You can use any ham. I'm just going to use this deli ham, already came prepackaged. They're pretty big slices. So I'm just going to, the 2 of these slices will be good enough. And because they're so big, I think the best way I'm going to cut these is to fold them in half, because my cutting board is kind of small. And then again, I'm just going to cut them into little strips like this. And then I'm going to do the same thing that I did for the pepperoni. I'm going to cut the strips into even smaller pieces. Just like this. And these pieces did not cut the most evenly, but that's okay, so they'll look like this. I'm going to just put those in the bowl, my pepperoni, and then my last ingredient is the salami, and you can use any type of salami. This is just Genoa salami, but I think any type will work. And I'm just going to take a bunch of these pieces. I'm going to cut them up and see if that looks like enough or if I need to add more. So again, just like with the pepperoni, I'm going to cut them into strips. Ooh, this knife is not working the best as well as it did for the pepperoni, but I'm just going to do the best I can with these. And just like that. And then again, I'm just going to cut them into chunks as best as I can. See, like this. They're about this size now. And then I'm just going to add those to the bowl with the rest of my meats. Like that. Now all the meats are done, so I'm just going to take off my gloves, and I don't even need to wash my hands now. So the next thing that you're going to add is a thing of whipped cream cheese spread. You can probably use like the bricks of cream cheese as well, or any other type, but I like this type because it's already soft, so it'll easily mix in with the rest of the ingredients. And you can do, if you want to double the recipe, or if you want more cream cheese and like less meats, you can definitely add more cream cheese, like another thing of it. But for this time, I'm just going to do the 1 container, and I like using this spatula because it's easy to get like all the little bits of the cream cheese out, and I can also use this to mix everything together instead of having to get a new spoon for that. And then the next thing you're going to add is Italian seasoning. Again, I don't have the recipe anymore, so I'll just add a little bit of it until I think it's good. And then the last thing you're going to add is Italian style cheese. The kind I have is mozzarella, provolone, Romano, Asiago, and Parmesan. But in the past, when I haven't had this, type, like when the whole pandemic first started, they were out of this. So I just used Colby Jack cheese, and that worked just as well as this.